It's day 2 of National School Choice Week. More families than ever before are now free to choose what they think is the best school for their child. Erika Donalds joins me this morning. OK, right off the top, Erika, why is school choice so important?
Well, as a parent, as a former school board member, someone who's been involved in school choice policy for 15 years, I can tell you there are about 60% of parents that looked at a new school for their child last year, Stuart. That means parents in whole want options, and they need options. Every single child learns differently, and parents need the ability to vote with their feet. When the school that they are zoned for doesn't work for them, it shouldn't matter their zip code or their income. Parents need to be able to choose what's best for their children.
Now, school choice, I think that is a state issue. Now, what's Trump doing at the federal level to improve school choice?
Well, President Trump made promises to the American people, including universal school choice. And we've seen some federal action come through, including the Education Choice for Children Act, which would allow for a tax credit at the federal level for states that we know are not going to enact and empower parents with school choice, like New York and Chicago and Illinois. We're not going to see it there. So there are some motions on the floor there, especially as we're looking to shut down the Department of Education, of block granting funding from the federal government in order to empower parents with the ability to choose school choice and incentivize states to put these things in place.
How would abolishing the Education Department enhance school choice? Spell it out for me.
Well, there are a number of ideas on the table, but one option, there are some programs in the Department of Education like Title I, like IDEA, that are meant to enhance the education of low-income or special needs students. It's possible that we could block grant those funds to the states, but require the states to empower parents with those monies through ESA accounts. So a family of low-income students or disadvantaged students could use those funds in the way that they see fit to enhance their child's education, whether that's tutoring, additional services, or even something at a private school. That's one way of doing it, Stuart, but the tax credit scholarship through ECCA is something that's gained a lot of traction, especially hearing that here during School Choice Week, and it may be something we see in reconciliation.
Bring me up to speed, if you would, about where school choice is making gains and where it's not. Are there any states which absolutely have no school choice whatsoever?
There are, unfortunately, still states where most families are trapped in failing schools. And even those that would say they have school choice, such as with charter schools and maybe small education savings account programs, unfortunately, the majority of Americans in this country do not have options outside of their zoned public school. And that's why this is so important. It is a national emergency. We're getting ready to see the NAEP data come out tomorrow. We've seen the largest drop in mathematics scores in the history of recording in our country for 4th and 8th grades. About a third of our students are reading and doing math on grade level. So the system, as it's working, is not working at all for families, and we need to make sure that they have options. That's why it's so important that we do this and that we enact it not just in the states, but at the federal level, because it is a national security issue. It is a national issue that affects the ability for us to keep our republic long term. And that's why we see Trump touting school choice, and really, we think he will go down as the school choice president.
You want to give the money to the parents so they can give the money to the school of their choice. Bottom line, that's it, right?
That's absolutely right. We want to empower parents. They know what's best for their children. They care about the children the most, not the bureaucrats in Washington or in state capitals, for that matter.
Erika, we're going to be paying close attention to those grades that come out tomorrow. That's going to be a very important story for school choice. Erika Donalds, thanks very much for joining us. Always appreciate it. Thank you.